If you don't want to give me the code so I can go through it, I guess you're not gonna have no phone.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Jen Mavi. I'm back. I know I've been gone for so long. Like, my last uploads are my vlogs when I was in Africa. Today we're gonna be doing a story time / mukbang. I'm going to get some Sonic, so let's go and then I'll see you guys there. I remember the first time I had Sonic. It was so good. I actually had it with my ex, who is such a sweetheart. I'm gonna tell a story about him, actually. Yeah, you know what? Since I'm at Sonic, and the first time I ever ate Sonic was with that young man, I'm gonna do a story time about him. I don't know why this person would beep at me. I see your ugly ass. Anyway, I already know what I want. I don't even have to look at this menu. Okay, and just like that, I ordered my food. I have the AC on because today in New York it's like exceptionally hot. I'll shut it off eventually because I don't know if it's gonna interfere with y'all hearing me or not. So let me show y'all what I got from Sonic. I got the honey barbecue, boneless wings, 4-piece. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's the sauce is leaking. I gotta be official. Let me do a thumbnail. Let's chow, let's talk. It's story time. I'm about to give y'all the tea on the time that I broke my ex's phone into a million pieces and he made me pay to fix it. So where do I begin? One day, it was a nice sunny day. First of all, before I start the story, I don't think this is cute. I don't promote violence. I keep my hands to myself. I don't play those games. Like, this was a very long time ago. I have grown a lot since this incident. This is literally like just for entertainment purposes. This is just a story time. So, like I said, I know how you girls like to tussle. On a regular day, we had just came from brunch. We used to get breakfast together because I work at night. So we used to get breakfast together, and then if he had stuff to do from breakfast, we would separate. On this particular day, he was like, I'm not gonna be out long, so just wait for me. Like, stay here. I was in school at the time. So he was like, do your homework from here, chill and wait for me. I'll be back soon. Now, side story, that's not the first time I heard that from him. He always used to tell me like, oh, I don't have much to do. I'm only gonna be out there for a hot second and then not show back up for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours just with his homeboys.
And they're both boys.
Anyway. I told him, I was like, no, I want to go home. I'm waiting for this shit to stop making so much fucking noise. Okay, so like I was saying, I didn't trust it. Like, I didn't trust him that he was gonna come back at an appropriate time. Like, if I was just gonna end up doing my homework, watching TV and going to sleep, I can do that at my own crib. While I was telling him that, with no ill intent, this boy that I knew from the city where I was going to school was writing me because he had saw, like, it was September and I was going back to class, and he hadn't seen me in a while. He knew I had been cuffed up over the summer, So he was just curious, like, if I still had that shit going on. Either way, he didn't care. He was trying to see me. And it was very friendly between us. Like, we had never been intimate and stuff like that. So I'm just like, okay, I could answer him, but I'm not gonna link him. Mistake. Him and I start talking, going back and forth while I'm at my man's house, trying to tell him how I'm leaving, I'm going home, like there's no reason, I just want to go home. And he's like, what did he say to me? Oh my god, this is years ago. I'm trying to tell the truth and remember it as verbatim as possible. So I left my phone on his dresser. Unlocked! My cell phone is left unlocked on his dresser. This man started going through the messages. My harmless messages, by the way. It was just like, Jen, like, I want to see you, I want to hang out with you, and blah blah. Call me. And I was just gonna call to tell him I didn't want to see him. But doesn't that sound dumb? Like, doesn't that sound like, oh, you're caught, so now you're like, oh, I was gonna call and say this, that, and the third. You don't know what I was gonna say. I'm telling you, I was gonna call him and let him know, like, no, my relationship is actually very serious. I'm with my boyfriend. For real. Like, to the point where when I get off the train back to Long Island, where I stay, he's the one that's coming to get me. So how am I gonna go out to dinner with you and then come back to Long Island to my boyfriend? It can't be done. Long story short, he's like, basically how he saw the boy messaging me. I'm like, why did you go through my phone? He's like, I didn't go through your phone. It's in your notifications. Technically, he didn't open the messages. He just saw in my swipe up, swipe down shit, like, yeah, she is getting messages from this guy, and all of a sudden she's in a rush to leave my house. I tell him it's not a big deal. He agrees. He's like, all right, cool, it's not a big deal. Fine, no problem. The following morning, because that night I went to work, so the following morning, after work, 7 in the morning, I pull up to his house. This is when shit started getting messy. I just had like the misery bug. I wanted to bother him. I was just like thinking too much, like thinking myself into a hole. Prior to that, I had never felt the urge to go through his phone. But seeing his interest in my messages made me very interested in what's going on in his cell phone. So I told him, I was like, let me see your phone. You went through my phone, let me see your phone. He was like, I did not go through your phone. And this man is very hard to get riled up. Like, the way I had him riled up is very difficult to get him riled up like that. So I was really bugging out. He was like, I didn't go through your phone. You're not going through my phone. If you feel like you need to go through my phone, we don't need to be together. He's no angel. He was very secretive. Yeah. He hung on to that because I was really trying to get that phone out of his hand. Like, now I'm getting, it's getting domestic now. Girl. It started getting domestic because, like, I tried to get it out his hand. Like, he's not giving it to me, so I'm trying to wrestle the phone from him. And I had finally got it, and I'm like, give me the code, give me the code, give me the code. And he's like, no, crazy ass girl, give me my cell phone before, you know, this goes too far. Like, you're doing too much. And I had like this crazy ass look in my eye, like, bro, I was possessed. I feel like I had been possessed because then I did the unimaginable.
If you don't want to give me the code so I can go through it, I guess you're not gonna have no phone.
Eli Manning tossed his fucking phone into his closet. And his closet towards the ground is a safe. It's like a hard ass safe. And I threw it directly at the safe with the intention to break it. And what did I do? Manifested my fucking dreams, because I broke that phone into little ass, like, destroyed his phone. he looked at me in like shock and disbelief. He couldn't believe I did something so savage and so weird. Because, side note, looking back on it all these years later, that is weird behavior. Before I could even make it to my phone, he gets it, puts it in his pocket, zips his fucking little hoodie pocket, and he's like, damn, I'm so full. He was like, we are not going anywhere, you and I, until you agree that you're gonna come with me to the cell phone place, fix my thing, fix my phone, or if they can't fix it, you're gonna buy a new phone, and then I'm gonna give you your cell phone back, and then we can go our separate ways. The way he handled it was really appropriate, like, because I was wilding. When we got to the cell phone place, they said that they could fix it. They fixed it. I think it was like 2 something, like almost 300 for everything. I paid for it. I had no choice. I had to. And he was like, I remember when we were sitting in the parking lot of the phone repair place, and he was just telling me, like, why did you do all this? Like, why? But you know, now that it's years later and I look back on this shit, I would never, ever. But that's my crazy ass story time. You know, guys, if you gotta do all that, just leave. So that's my story time. That's my toxic story time. If you like what you saw, hit the like button, leave a comment, turn your notifications on so that when I post another video, you'll be notified. And yeah, thanks for watching.